Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Jarheadishere. I'm happy to see y'all again. I know it's been a while. I'm slacking on the uploads, I know, but I'm trying to get them out to you little by little. I still don't have a setup, man. My hair is fucking shambles. Episode 11 of Kaiju number 8. Wow. The second to last episode of the season, and I don't think it could have been any better, especially where we left off on episode 10, which was also a fucking banger, bro. We got to see the vice captain versus Kafka, and then Kafka fucking killed that whatever it was, that big ass kaiju. And we also got to see everybody reacting to him being a kaiju, which is fucking intense. And then we kick off episode 11 with Kafka being arrested and everybody just kind of in shock, in awe that Kafka's been, well, Kaiju number 8 this whole time. Episode 11 kicks off with a very much more emotional undertone and a much more serious undertone, one that we probably haven't seen this whole season, but it's a great time to do it, and I think it worked really well with what they were trying to go for, just because we haven't really seen that vibe, that type of heaviness to the story so far, and it's great to see that there's more depth to the show than just the like comedical aspects of it and all the other like foolishness and like all this edgy cool stuff. It's nice to see that the show has a lot more depth to it. We got to see how Shinomiya and the director general, her father, like react to this. We got to see some more conversations between Kafka and Mina. We finally get to see that Mina really does actually care for Kafka, and she does remember him, and she does want to see him stand alongside her. But who knows? Maybe when she means that they can fight together alongside each other, could mean with her and Kafka as now a weapon, sacrificial tool to be her new weapon. We don't know. Maybe that's what she meant by standing next to him or fighting alongside him. We don't know. We don't know. But it's nice to see that at least now Mina's acknowledging Kafka's existence, and she's still remembers him for what they were and who he was. It's kind of sad to see, but man, I hope it's looking like a lot of the guys from the third division, a lot of the rookies, they're there. They're standing with Kafka. They want to back him up, and they're looking for ways to make shit work. I forget a lot of the characters' names, but we get to see one of the homies that used to be an ex-military officer, and he's on the phone trying to pull some strings, see who can get in contact with to help his boy Kafka, which I think is a really great part to see, because it's not just the typical main characters out doing something. He's like more of a little side character, but he's an important character as well, and he's out there doing his part, which is fucking dope, man. And we get to see Shinomiya going to talk to her father, which is the director general, and he's pretty adamant about wanting to kill Kafka off and that he's not a human, he's a straight up kaiju. And we get to see more of Shinomiya's backstory, and they mentioned that Shinomiya's mother, the director general's ex-wife, was actually murdered by a kaiju, which is why he feels so adamantly negative towards kaijus and towards Kafka especially right now, which is something we definitely need to see more on, because there's definitely something there that we're missing out on, or maybe a certain kaiju killed her mother. We don't know. We don't know. It could be kaiju number 9 or something, or maybe it's 6 in the past or something. We don't know. We don't know. We barely saw it today. We got to see towards the end of the episode Kafka versus the director general. Although Kafka was trying so hard not to fight back, he was just dodging and trying to hope that the director general overheated his suit. But it's not looking like that's going to be the case, boys. It's looking like this director general's out for blood. He's trying to kill Kafka. We get to see Kafka's limbs ripped off, his cores and his heart. But he's literally a fucking, I don't know what the word is, but he has no arms, no legs. He's literally just a body and a head, man. And that's when Kafka loses it. Right when he's on the brink of death, he loses it. The director general comes in with the strongest punch, and Kafka just goes blank and just out of nowhere dodges it, turns into full kaiju mode. And we kind of get to see kaiju number 8 now take control of Kafka's body, because now Kafka is no longer in control. Even though he was trying so hard not to fight back and to defend himself and dodge, It got to a certain point where Kafka just couldn't keep up no more. This director general is crazy. We find out what his weapon's made out of. It's actually made of out of Kaiju number 2, which is the second ever Kaiju named and registered, which was back in 1972, I think they said, which is crazy. And the director general is the only one that's ever been able to control and use these weapons. And we get to see why. They're fucking strong as fuck, bro. They're crazy. I don't know what the fuck this Kaiju number 2 was on, or how the fuck they even killed it in the past. That's crazy to me. I like to see more lore and more information about the past, because what the fuck, this Kaiju number 2 guy looks fucking sick, bro. He looks strong as fuck. And it looks like Director General is about to kill Kafka, and Kafka literally blanks. In a moment of weakness, in a moment of hopelessness, Kafka loses it. He loses control. And now he's no longer in the driver's seat. It's actually Kaiju number 8 that's in the driver's seat now. We get to see him. Kafka's in his own head. He's seeing what's going on, and he's realizing, I have no control here no more. And he's actually, now we're starting to see a little bit of Naruto and Kurama type stuff with the Nine Tails, kind of having his own conversation inside his own head with the beast inside him. Because now we get to see Kafka, and he's right there, and you can see Kaiju number 8 from episode 1, that little ugly ass bug thing in Kafka's head, telling him that he's in control, to kill. So now, back to what was actually happening in the real world, Kafka's body is now fully Kaiju and is fucking going crazy. I don't think we've ever seen Kafka this strong when in control. So this is a lot different. I don't think we've ever seen him this outraged, this strong. His screech alone shatters the fucking defense glass that they had right there for the scientists, which is wild. And we get to see at the end, he looks like he's about to go and try to murder the director general, which is I'm hoping he doesn't go too crazy, because I really do want to see Kafka work alongside the defense force. But I could also see him maybe defeating the director general and then escaping, bursting out, breaking through the building, and getting out, and then kind of going on his like vigilante Kaiju era or something. I think that would be a pretty cool twist, a cool turn for the story, where he's kind of like a vigilante and a wanted prisoner, but he's also doing the right things and stuff like that. I think that could be a good little twist for it. But what I see most certainly happening is, at the end of the episode, we can see Kafka's now being controlled by the Kaiju number 8, and he's going and he's attacking the director general. And just right when he's about on the brink about to collide with him, Shinomiya is right there watching the whole thing, and she's yelling for Kafka that he's better than this. He is not a Kaiju. He is a human, to prove it. And then the episode ends. And with the episode ending there, I'd like to think that in the next episode, the final episode, episode 12, we're going to see that those comments made by Shinomiya in the last second, the split second right before disaster, they snap Kafka back into control, and he gets just enough time to dodge or stop himself and prove to everybody that he's not the demon or the animal that they think he is. And maybe that's what Director General Shinomiya, the other girl's dad, I forget her first name, but anyway, maybe that's what he's testing here. He's not really trying to kill Kafka, but he's going all out, trying to bring out the animal within him and see if he can contain it. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's all a test. And if Kafka passes this test, maybe they'll agree to keep him there. Because if you remember in the beginning, they're having this meeting, and all he says is, "We're not getting nowhere here talking. Let's just bring him in and see what we decide then." So maybe this is the test. They brought him in. Now he's testing him to see where he's at. And if he passes, he passes. And if he doesn't, they kill him on the spot. So we don't know. We have yet to see. If you've read the manga, you know. Please don't spoil it in the comments. And if you do, well, fuck you. Nah, I'm playing.